Hello, Steve White, Steve White's 89. Well, I've been sucked back into the Real Housewives dramas. It happened when Erica Jane got into trouble due to her alleged husband's alleged financial allegations. And I started watching again, and I've been watching more the commentaries on the shows, the YouTube commentaries on the shows, like Up and Adam and people like that. I've been watching them a lot and catching up because I haven't watched Housewives for years, and the only Housewives I have watched when I bothered was Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because of Kyle, because she's Lindsay Wallace from Halloween. That's why I started watching the show. The first episode, I'm like, oh my God, it's Lindsay. And I just started watching it from there. And then my friends, of course, all the gays watch it because they all want to be a housewife. And they try and live like that and create that sort of drama. It's very tedious. But yeah, I got sucked back into it. And I wanted to do a little video about the first couple of episodes because I was going to catch up on this season because I haven't really watched it. And I haven't. I was going to watch the reunion because they're already up to the second one. I was going to watch the first one, do a review of that. Still haven't watched it. I was going to do a review of the second episode or maybe the first, those two together. Still haven't watched it. But what I did find really disturbing and upsetting was during all this, I was seeing videos and that there is a book by David Quinn called Not All Diamonds and Rosé, and it's basically the behind the scenes of the Real Housewives franchise. And he throws out some very damning accusations. One that got my attention was supposedly Lisa Vanderpump was indeed guilty of going to, was it TMZ or Radar Online, basically leaking Puppygate. Now, this woman swore on her children's life she did not do this. I'm like, all I could think after I saw this was, did she do that? And did she then swear on her children's life that she didn't? That's so low. I don't know what parent would do that. That really bothered me. But then I'm thinking, well, maybe that was just a line. Maybe that was just the script. Maybe that's how scripted the show is, that she could say that line because it wasn't really her saying it. It's really strange. It's hard to sort of comprehend. But another weird thing about it was apparently she was so upset about being portrayed as a liar on the show, she tried to convince the production staff to call in the girls and instruct them. They were going to have a meeting. She wanted them to have a meeting and have them be instructed to basically believe her and follow her version of the story and to portray that. And I'm like, wow, didn't happen. Now, Lisa eventually left not long after that, and I think she's been off the show for 2 seasons now. Now, there was talk of her coming back because the show's ratings apparently went down after she left, and the ratings have been in the toilet through the pandemic. Now, part of that is because these people aren't living their expensive, exclusive, over-the-top kind of allegedly fake lives because they've been on lockdown. So that's probably why the ratings have gone down, because who wants to watch a bunch of people in lockdown when you're on lockdown? So I think that's hurt it. But the other issue is they've brought cast members of Chinese and black background, and then the issues of race have come in on a social political level where they're talking about these issues which people don't like because they want escapism. They want to go to this imaginary housewives land where it's just rich people bitching at each other because they've got nothing real to do, because they've got no real problems in their life, and they just create drama. But when you're talking about real issues like representation, Black Lives Matter, racism, it falls out of that happy little fantasy cloud which people like to watch this show for. So that was a bit of a mistake. And then also when you have a bunch of white people arguing with people of colour, it automatically becomes about race. And oh my God, look what they said to the black lady. Look what they said to the Chinese lady. I think, oh God, is she Chinese? She is, isn't she? The Asian lady. It just becomes a thing. You can have 5 white women yelling at each other and nobody cares. You have a white woman yell at a black woman, oh God. And vice versa, because the other people will jump on the same boat. It's just a mess. And the ratings are going down. They've talked about Lisa coming back, but she said she'd only do it for $2 million. But the other problem there is her other shows, Vanderpump Dogs and Vanderpump Rules, and then what's the other one? Overserved. They're all doing bad in the ratings as well, but COVID. Has Lisa Vanderpump lost her shine, her sparkle? Is she no longer fabulous? Or is it just everything went to crap because of the pandemic? I don't know. Will they pay her $2 million to come back? She apparently has said she won't come back unless she's paid more than Kyle. Now she's gone on TV and said this is not true. Who knows? I just know that it's a whole bunch of drama, and I'm trying to actually analyse it all and work it out, and I'm actually going to eventually watch the full season and the full 4-part reunion. Normally they only do 3 parts or 2 parts. I think they started off 2 parts and went to 3 parts. Now this one they're dragging out to 4 because they're dragging the Erika Jayne drama out for everything they can because it's rating through the roof. But I just had to talk about Puppygate, and I'll come back when I've actually watched the reunion and everything. So I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks. Bye.